welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna make a tier list of the units in War Selection, but I will make a series of this because I will not rate all units. I will today only rate units from Poland, and next up is gonna maybe be China or some other country, Turkey. Or, yeah. If you have some suggestions, what country you want to be next, you can comment, and maybe I will make a video about that country and the country's units. But today it's Poland, so let's begin. And yes, first up we have Ulan. It's a guy on horse with a spear, which you get in the first industrial, and you can later upgrade him to have grenades in industrial 2. He's pretty good to destroy buildings because of the grenade he have, and he's pretty fast, doesn't cost any metal, and is pretty good. It's not good to kill the enemy units, and that is because the grenades take pretty long time for a grenade to explode. But he's pretty good to destroy the enemy's economy, just riding in, destroying some buildings, and yeah, just die later after destroying the buildings. But it's pretty good to just destroy the enemy's economy. So I would put it at maybe B tier because of how cheap he is and that he can destroy the economy, and it's cheap. You can also use him as a scouting unit just to scout maybe the enemies, where the enemy army is, and yeah. Next up we have the Tankette Koes. Is a tank that doesn't cost that much. It's small, so it's hard to hit, and it have a machine gun. It's good to kill infantry, and if you have a lot of them, you can maybe do some damage towards buildings. But yeah, it's pretty cheap, fast. It's very fast, and it's small, and it does pretty good damage. And yeah, people say to nerf this unit and maybe make it bigger so it's easier to hit, because it's smaller than the motorcycle, I think. So it's pretty good, small, fast, pretty good damage to kill infantry, and yeah. So I'm gonna put it at A tier because later you can also upgrade him, or yeah, the tank, to a Tankette Kode, which I will also tier list right now. And it's, yeah, like I said, upgrade for Tankette OS. It basically removes the machine gun and adds a mortar. It doesn't have big range, but it's also fast and doesn't cost that much to upgrade it, and it can do some pretty good damage. And unlike Ulan's, it shoots pretty fast, and it can actually do some damage towards tanks and the enemy army. And they just drive by, shoot, drive away, and it is very good. I would put it also at A tier because how fast and cheap it is to make pretty solid army. Next up we have the Amphibious tank. It's a tank that is like medium or heavy tank, something around that, and it's pretty okay. The special ability for it is to drive on water. When it drives into water, you can change it to like water mode. It takes like 5-10 seconds, and then you can drive in the water. It's slow, and it doesn't see that much in the water, so you only see like the tank in the water and maybe some around it. But yeah, and the aiming for it is very bad in water also, but it can move on water, so you can just flank somebody, or it's not that great, and I would put it at maybe D tier, but it can be used to just use it like a shield for the Tanketes Coes, because they don't have that much heal as the Amphibious tank, and the Amphibious tank can take all the damage, and yeah, so I would put it at C tier, and also it's only tank that can drive on water, so it's pretty okay. I mean, you could just take a steamboat and take a tank on a steamboat, which is faster, but you can always just, if you don't have enough yeah, to make a steamboat, you can just drive it on the water. And the last unit is Saboteur. It's just a guy with a high explosive package, which can be planted anywhere, and it does a pretty high damage. And the cool thing with it is that the enemy towers doesn't shoot at him, or doesn't spot, or yeah, doesn't spot and shoot, I think. So it's like a spy that can go into enemy's country and just explode something. And yeah, you have pretty good big cooldown for the explosive, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good unit to just go in and destroy maybe a wall before you're attacking if they have, or just defense, destroy some defenses they have, and yep. So it's pretty good. I would put it at B tier, and yeah, that's all of the Polish units. And yeah, thanks for watching this video of me tier listing this. And if you have any suggestions for another video, or maybe what countries units you will rate that I rate, you can write it in comments. And yes.